Um, 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 Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. ואהבת את ענת אלוהיך ובכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך וחיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך וחיה יביאך שבת שלום וחיה כי יביאך יהוה אלוהיך אל הארץ אשר נשבע לאבותיך לאברהם ליצחק וליעקב לתת לך ערים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת וברות עצובים אשר לא עשת בה כהרים וזיתים אשר לא נתת והלכת ושבת ישמר לך ותשכח את יהוה אשר תשכחה מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. Good morning. Good morning all. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to this time and this place, this particular moment in all of its unique properties and shapes and forms. Yes, Kimberly, we're going to do a reading right now. We're going to read from this book, Enuma Elish. It's not strictly speaking a book. It's only published in book form very recently. Boker Tov. Good morning, Kate. It's so nice to see you. So, we're going to be reading from the Enuma Elish, which is this story about the creation of the world through cosmic war. Right, and we're nearly done with the story. Or at least we've concluded the plot, although there's a good third left, and I don't exactly know what's going to happen. But in this book that we've been reading, the world was created by two divine gods, Apsu and Tiamat, and their offspring. Oh, hi. Would you like your cellular tellular?
I like my glasses.
Oh, they're there.
I mean, I'd also like the other one.
And here's this.
Thanks very much.
What if you came and sat with me just for like the tiniest amount of time?
Yeah, let me get this schmutz up.
And you can hang out with Mama Cat.
She's a good cat.
She's a good cat.
Did she get down last night?
Rin had to grab her. Oh,
at
look
3 in
at
the
this
morning,
cat.
she was yelling because she couldn't get down?
Yes, at 3 a.m. she was yelling she couldn't get down. Good morning, Katie, how are you? Hi. Hi, good morning. I haven't seen you all morning.
I haven't seen you all morning.
Yeah.
I can see more clearly now.
That's good. Yeah, I was wondering where you were going to come in and get your things.
Well, I decided I could live without them, but then I
Okay.
heard you singing, and I decided it was okay to come in.
Okay. Hi.
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 That's a new book.
Yeah, I've been reading from it for a while.
Okay.
This is a Sumerian creation myth. We're no longer in Canaan. We're in Sumer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I was just telling them. Should I keep going?
Sure.
You can go. You can go when you get bored. Yeah, so this story is probably like 4,000 years old. more, maybe 5,000 years old. And I think this version was translated from the Library of Assurbanipal. Good morning, Danny girl.
I love it.
Who is the guest? How do I refer to you on TikTok? I never know. I mean, I guess it's Rachel. She's
Yeah.
in like half my videos. So
You can
this,
refer to me however you want.
yeah, the story begins with Tiamat and Apsu creating the world out of water. What does it say? It was then that the first being Apsu, who was their source, and the progenitor Tiamat, who gave birth to all, intermingled their waters, producing neither field nor marsh.
At a time when no divine beings had yet come into existence, there were no names to be spoken, no fates pronounced.
Yeah. So they make a bunch of gods, right? The gods were given birth by the intermixing of the waves. And then there's a bunch of god names. And then all of these new gods, they have a party. You're getting married today? What are you doing on my live stream if you're getting married today? Don't you have more important things to do?
That's amazing.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Dating girls here all the time.
That's great. Look, you get to share in someone's special day.
Yeah.
How nice is that?
Uh-huh.
That's very good.
Best wishes. What is the wedding venue?
I am gonna go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay.
You're a go with the flow kind of person. So in any case, what happens is that these gods make other gods, and then those other gods have a big party, and they make too much noise, and Tiamat gets angry, and then, she complains, and the gods are like, you know what we should do? We should just kill them. And so the gods kill Apsu, and then they elect a king, Marduk, to kill Tiamat. And, that's what happened. Marduk kills Tiamat, and then he takes her body and creates the heavens and the earth with them. He creates a divine palace, and he creates all these magical things, right? And the conclusion of that, the creation, which we just finished yesterday, or 5 days ago, because I haven't streamed in nearly long enough. Then he had pictures made of them and fixed at Apsu's gates. Let these be an indication that are recalled in future years. There's a record store in your town called Tiamat. Does it have pictures of dragons everywhere? That's pretty cool. So, what happens next? The gods all gazed, and their hearts were glad because of him. Then Lahamu, and his forebears clasped him fondly, and King Anshar declared that they hold a celebration in his name. Then each of the gods, Anu, Enlil, and Ea, gave him many gifts, and his mother Damkina likewise spoke joyous words to him, and caused him to become bright within his splendid place. He assigned Usmu, who conveyed his gift as good tidings, to serve as officer of the Apsu, and to manage the temples. Then Igigi gathered, and each of them bowed before him. Then every single one of the Anunnaki fell to kiss his feet, and thus the entire throng came to pay obeisance to him. Excuse me. What gender do you think I am? Standing before him, they inclined, saying, Truly, the king! The gods, his forebears, supped the full measure of the man, removing his ordinary clothes, besmirched with battle filth. And the gods, his forebears, took due care of his every need, showering his body with water imbued with cypress wood, donning a regal raiment and aspect, a fabulous crown. Then he picked up the mace and held it in his right hand. Then he picked up the scepter and held it in his left hand, and was led by Enlil to be seated upon the imperial throne, who had a footrest placed there to accommodate his feet. Anu set upon his lap the bow which had pierced Tiamat, and placed the rod at his side, and one of obligation When the mantles of brilliance were brought before him, while his net was being used to hold fast dreadful Apsu, then a bull was led by Ea and slaughtered for the banquet. There, within the innermost chamber of the throne room, within his cellar was placed stocks of wine and liquors, and the gods and every living thing in existence revered him. Lamu and Lahamu paid their undivided homage to him. They raised their voices to be heard, speaking to the Igigi. Until now, Marduk has only been our cherished son, yet also now he stands as your monarch. Obey him. Truly. And that is how Marduk became king of all the gods. For better, or I would say for worse. So, we will continue reading Tablet 5 and Tablet 6, and then Tablet 7, in this story of how Marduk became king of the gods. This creation myth called the Enuma. The Enuma Elish. I'm having some allergies right now. It's not pleasant. I need to blow my nose. Danny girl, what time is your marriage? I assume it's not for a little while. What are you doing? Where are you going? How many people are coming? What's happening? I want to hear more about it. I'm really excited for you. Thank you, Batya. So, with that, after we've learned how Marduk became king, one story of one god, it's happening right now? No. It's a surprise wedding. No one knows. They think they are. So you're just going to town hall. That's how my father got married. I remember he really... I was like 18. He surprised me. He's like, I'm getting married today. Come to town hall with me. They think they're coming to an engagement party, but actually they're coming to a marriage. I'm in New York, Yelly. So, I like doing Arati after reading the Enuma Elish because I think the names complement each other, right? So we heard the names of various gods, and we heard the story of Marduk the king, right? And when we sing Arati, right, like obviously it's musical, but there are many god names which I could tell similar stories about, right? Shiva is also the god king. So is Krishna. And we could each tell tell stories about each of them that are just as dynamic and compelling as the Enuma Elish. And all of the stories blur together into this melange of divinity, right? Mimetic divinity. And I appreciate that because it reminds me that at its root, it's all telling me about the same thing. You're surprising everyone by being like, hey, why don't you come to this venue and dance and stuff? And then you'll get married. You'll post something later. Yeah, send me pictures. I want to see what your wedding looks like. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. I like them too. I'm not usually around other people that wear interesting makeup, but I have a bunch of students living with me for the month, and they wear interesting makeup, and so I've been looking at their makeup and being like, oh gosh, wow, I could learn a thing or two. So I was mirroring one of my students' eye look today, and I think it's pretty good too. Yeah, my classes are going well, Dr. Punk. My students are amazing. It takes a lot of energy, but I haven't been able to stream because I have to work for them, and make sure they're comfortable and all that. But they're really, really great kids. They're so good. And I like seeing them learn, and I like being out in the forest with them. It's really great. Yeah. Good Shabbos. So, now we'll say Arati. We'll repeat the names of various gods as a reminder that it's all just stories. It's all just a figment of the imagination, all just Maya, and all just here. All the same thing. I'm teaching a mycology class, and I'm also teaching a TikTok content creation class. These forest diary videos that I've been posting, you probably haven't seen them because they've performed really poorly. That makes me frustrated, how poorly they've been performing. I was like, well, I'm going to challenge myself and just go out in the woods and just make something and see how it does. And how it does is very poorly. But yeah, making videos about mushrooms in the woods. That's what we're doing together. Thank you for that little crane. I appreciate it. I'm glad you saw them, Uncle from Scotland. That's a great name. Uncle Iro? Uncle Iro from Scotland. It's great to see you too, Winter Cherry. So now we will say Arati. The word Arati means flame or light in Sanskrit. So we have our little flame here. And we will say the words. They sound like this. Jaya Jayarati Vina Vinayaka Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha Jaya Jayarati Subramanya Subramanya Kartikeya Jaya Jayarti Venugopala Venugopala Venuola Papa Vidura Navanita Chora Jaya Jayarti Venkantaramana Venkantaramana Sankatarana Sita Rama Radhe Shama Jaya Jayarti Gauri Manohara Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara Sambasada Shiva Uma Maheshwara Jaya Jayarti Raja Rajeshwari Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sundari Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Mahashakti Jaya Jayarati Anjaneya Anjaneya Hanumanta Jaya Jayarati Dattatreya Dattatreya Trimutri Avatara Jaya Jayarati Adityaya Adityaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sanistaraya Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sankaracharya Sankaracharya Advaita Gurave Jaya Jayarati Sadgurunata Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jayarati Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda, Vishnu Devananda, Jaya Jayarati Agastya Munaye, Agastya Munaye, Shyama Priyaye, Jaya Jayarati Ayappa Swamine, Ayappa Swamine, Dharma Shastave, Jaya Jayarati Jesus Gurave, Moses Gurave, Buddha Gurave, Jaya Jayarati Muhammad Gurave, Guru Nanak Gurave, Samastya Gurubho Namaha, Jaya Jayarati Venugopala Natatra Suyobati Natandra Karatam Lima Vidyobati Kutoya Magni Twameva Bantaminabandi Sarvam Tasya Basya Samidam Vivanti Om Gange Kayamune Kaiva Govari Saraswati Narmade Siddhi Kaveri Hiya Namastitam Namo Namaha Twameva Mata Chapita Twameva Twameva Bandhu Shasaka Twameva Twameva Vidya Javinam Twameva Twameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva Buddhyat Manava Prakrite Sabhavad Karomi Adyad Mangalam Parasmahi Narayana Iti Sarmar Payami Sarvadharmam Pravichayam Amikam Savarnamraja Aham Sva Sarva Papayo Mokshayami Masucha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these, I dedicate to you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Now it's time to say Kaddish, a prayer of mourning, prayer of public grief. The word Kaddish means holy. It basically means prayer, right? Like the word Kaddish is not actually in the mourner's Kaddish. JRT, JRT, yes, Dr. Punk. Jai. Jai means Jai. RT means light. Kaddish means holy, right? These words, they echo every day in this space. And I think that's great. Gosh, Ellie, I wish I could read Hebrew. One day soon, in about a year, I'm going to spend a long time in Israel. And I will learn Hebrew then. But until then, I have to cobble together my strange English mythology. Look at this cat. So, we'll say Kaddish. To let go of that which we cannot have. The words go like this. Yidgadal v'yidgadash shemei Rabba b'yama divrachute v'yam lichmal chute b'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayed kol beit Yisrael b'agala v'zman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehi shemei Rabba mevarach li'alam omei omaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitbar v'yirmam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'rechu le'ela min kol birchata v'sherata tushmechata v'nechemata diamiran v'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlamar Rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yochol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom v'imrama v'huya aseh shalom aleinu v'yochol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav v'huya aseh shalom aleinu v'yalechol Yisrael v'imru. V'imru. Amen. Thank you all. Jules, what are you doing here? For those of you who don't know Jules, they're teaching classes with me. I was copying Kathleen, unabashedly. You're sitting in my kitchen. Anyway, for what it's worth, y'all should follow Jules, because they also make nice mushroom videos in the forest. Gosh, it is 10:55, so I guess I should go. I should sign off now. I was going to eat breakfast on stream, but I think we should probably go up to Calvacia, and I will eat breakfast up there with our students, and then we'll climb up a mountain. And it's strange to be organizing my day with you on a live stream. That's surreal. But that's how it's gonna go. So, yeah, I hope you have a lovely day, Kaylee. And I will be back here soon. It's hard for me to stream as frequently as I was because, there are humans in my life that I have to attend to. But, yeah. But I will see you all. I will be live again. Thank you, Kate. I like it too. Okay. Have a lovely day, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.